Did you know some of America's most iconic tourist destinations are teetering on the edge of collapse? From overcrowded national parks to urban centers buckling under economic strain, these hotspots are facing crises that could change them forever. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 tourist destinations in America that are struggling before summer 2025 even begins. Recent data from 2025 reveals shocking declines in international tourism, environmental disasters, and local unrest. Stick around until the end because number one will leave you speechless. Whether you're planning a trip or just curious, this is a wake-up call for travelers everywhere. Hit that subscribe button and let's dive into the chaos threatening America's travel gems. Number 10, New York City. You won't believe this, but New York City is collapsing under tourism's weight. The city welcomed 62 million visitors in 2024, but 2025 shows a 10% drop in international arrivals. Times Square and Central Park are overwhelmed, with trash and congestion sparking local protests. Housing costs have soared, displacing residents, while subway delays frustrate tourists. A $8.5 billion loss in visitor spending is projected, threatening jobs. The 2025 Michael C. Rockefeller Wing reopening may draw crowds, but infrastructure lags. Number 9, Seattle, Washington. Seattle, known for coffee and tech, is seeing a tourism dip in 2025. International arrivals at Hartsfield-Jackson, Atlanta, a key connection hub, fell 5% in Q1. Over-tourism in Pike Place Market has led to overcrowding and local discontent. Rising living costs are pushing out residents, while tech layoffs hurt the economy. The city's soggy weather isn't helping, with 2025 forecasts predicting fewer sunny days. Efforts to boost tourism, like new festivals, are underway but face challenges. Will Seattle regain its shine? Number 8, Grand Canyon National Park, Arizona. The Grand Canyon's majestic views are iconic, but 2025 shows it's at a breaking point. Over 5 million annual visitors have caused trail erosion and water shortages. Climate change is intensifying droughts, threatening the Colorado River's flow. A 2025 report notes a 9.4% decline in international visitors, hitting local economies. Park facilities are outdated, with long lines and limited resources frustrating tourists. Conservation efforts are underfunded, risking permanent damage. Can this wonder survive its own popularity? Next, a coastal city faces a tourism slump. Number 7, Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C., home to free Smithsonian museums, is a 2025 hotspot facing strain. World Pride 2025 will draw huge crowds, but infrastructure is struggling to keep up. International arrivals fell 10% in March, impacting local businesses. Over-tourism in areas like the National Mall leads to litter and wear on historic sites. Housing costs are skyrocketing, displacing locals, while traffic congestion worsens. New policies aim to manage crowds, but funding is uncertain. Will DC's cultural allure survive the pressure? Let's head to a park in crisis. Number 6, Honolulu, Hawaii, paradise overwhelmed. Honolulu's Waikiki Beach is a tourist haven, but 2025 reveals cracks in paradise. Over-tourism has strained resources, with 3.4 million visitors last year overwhelming infrastructure. Water shortages and waste management issues are escalating, with landfills nearing capacity. Local protests against tourism's impact on housing costs are growing louder. A 2025 TripAdvisor report still lists Honolulu as a top destination, but visitor satisfaction is slipping. Traditional sites like Ailani Palace are overcrowded, pushing tourists to less-known spots. Can Hawaii balance tourism and sustainability? Next, a historic city faces modern challenges. Number 5, Chicago, Illinois. Chicago's Lake Michigan views and iconic architecture are struggling in 2025. International tourism dropped 4.4% in Q1, with fewer visitors to landmarks like the Willis Tower. Over-tourism in areas like the Magnificent Mile has led to traffic gridlock and local frustration. Rising crime rates and a $50 billion travel trade deficit are hurting the city's appeal. Cultural spots like the Art Institute are still popular, but hotel bookings are down 6%. New policies aim to boost tourism, but will they work? Let's shift to a tropical paradise in trouble. Number 4. Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming. Yellowstone's geysers and wildlife draw millions, but 2025 is testing its limits. Overtourism has led to trail erosion and wildlife disturbances, with park rangers reporting a 20% increase in violations. Climate change is altering ecosystems, with hotter summers drying up streams. The park's infrastructure, like roads and visitor centers, is crumbling under record crowds. A 2025 U.S. Travel Association report notes a 10% drop in international visitors, hurting local economies. Conservation efforts are underway, but funding is stalled. Will Yellowstone remain a natural treasure? Number 3. New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans, a cultural gem, is buckling under tourism's weight in 2025. The French Quarter, famous for jazz and Mardi Gras, sees millions annually, but locals are fed up with overcrowding. Waste management issues have led to trash-strewn streets, with 2025 reports noting a 15% increase in sanitation complaints. Rising crime rates and housing costs are pushing residents out, while hurricanes threaten historic sites. TripAdvisor still ranks it a top cultural destination, but for how long? Infrastructure upgrades lag, and visitor spending is down 8%. Can the Big Easy bounce back? Let's head to a natural wonder next. Number 2. Miami, Florida. Miami's sun-soaked beaches are a magnet for tourists, but 2025 data shows trouble in paradise. International arrivals to Florida, the top destination for overseas visitors, dropped 11.6% in March, impacting Miami's economy. Rising sea levels and frequent hurricanes are eroding South Beach, with cleanup costs soaring. Overtourism has led to trash pileups and strained public services, frustrating locals. New developments, like luxury condos, are pricing out residents, sparking protests. American Airlines' new flights to South Caicos may divert travelers elsewhere. Can Miami save its beaches before they're washed away? Next, a historic city faces modern problems. Number 1. Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas, the City of Lights, is losing its shine in 2025. The iconic Strip, known for its casinos and world-class shows, is grappling with a 7% drop in international visitors, costing the city $1.2 billion in revenue. Overtourism has strained infrastructure, with water shortages worsening due to the region's ongoing drought. Locals report overcrowded streets, rising crime, and inflated prices that make living unaffordable. Hotels like Caesar's Palace are slashing rates to fill rooms, a sign of desperation. The World Travel and Tourism Council predicts further declines if anti-tourist sentiment grows. Will Sin City's gamble on endless tourism backfire? Let's move on to a coastal crisis. These 10 hotspots, from New York's bustling streets to Yellowstone's wild trails, are at a tipping point in 2025. Overtourism, environmental strain, and economic shifts are reshaping America's travel landscape. The U.S. faces a $21 billion loss in travel revenue if trends continue.